Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, back on good old Satisfactory, going to be continuing our game here on the Boosteroid platform. But first, you know what time it is. We got to talk about them. We got to talk about Boosteroid. But before you go, there is one quick thing I would like to mention. There is a link down in the description below. Should you wish to get a subscription to Boosteroid, that link will help you do that. And if you use that link to get a subscription, I do thank you because you do help with the channel. Okay, so anyway, like I said, you know what time it is. We're going to talk about Boosteroid. We're going to talk about some of the features and some of the stuff to keep in mind when it comes to cloud gaming software. Just kind of the stuff to watch out for, what you're really going to be expecting, I guess, on the platform. So, first of all, what is Boosteroid? Basically, Boosteroid is a cloud gaming software that allows you to play your PC games on pretty much any device. This includes mobile devices such as cell phones and tablets, and it goes all the way to smart TVs, some smart TVs anyway, laptops and desktops. So you can play PC games on pretty much any device any device that they support, which is awesome. Just over the internet. There is no installation required. It's all done through the internet, which is really cool. That is the first important point we are going to make, is that the internet, I cannot stress this enough, the internet is very, very important to your experience using Boosteroid. Well, any cloud gaming service, really. It all relates to the internet. It's not just Boosteroid, it's all of them. Internet is very, very important for that. So make sure you have a good, strong internet connection when attempting to do any kind of cloud gaming, because it not only are you receiving a stream of the game like we are right now. I'm actually using Boosteroid on a browser using Firefox 11. I'm using the full screen mode, so this allows me to play the game this allows me to play the game as if I'm actually on a PC. I mean, I am on a PC, but you get the point. it is playing the game as if I am on a PC, but I'm actually within a browser. So yeah, like I said, the internet is a very, very important. So wired connection or Ethernet cable, if possible, if you prefer that terminology, I guess. Or if you are going to have to use Wi-Fi like most cell phones and stuff do, make sure that your Wi-Fi is the 5 gigahertz, because 2.4 is not good enough. I know some systems still have the 2.4, some do dual broadband, or dual Wi-Fi band, and stuff like that. So yeah, just make sure you're on the 5 and not the 2.4, because 2.4 is not strong enough. Because, like I said, you're not only receiving the stream of the game like we are right now, you're also sending your inputs over the internet to probably a computer that's very, very far away from you. So you're sending it to, and that computer is then taking those inputs, inputting it into the game, and then that footage or that stream is then being streamed back to you, and this is all happening within milliseconds. So it's really amazing technology, and you could, like I said, you're doing this on different devices and stuff like that, which is pretty crazy. You never would have thought you could play PC games on a freaking cell phone, but yeah, it is there and whatnot. So yeah, and I definitely have been enjoying Boosteroid. I've been enjoying Boosteroid for the past, 6 months or so. We've been partnered with them, so I thank them for allowing me to be a part of the partnership. I was going to say Spartnership, the partnership program, and stuff like that. So anyway, moving on here. I'm not good with presentations, so this is what you get. So you're going to notice in the top left as well that we have a little box up there. That's not part of the game. This is part of the Boosteroid's overlay. Since I'm within a browser, this is all I get really, which is I get the bitrate of the stream, I get the FPS, the decode FPS, and I get the latency. So my latency is usually about 50 to 60 recently, because I got a new router, which actually did help. Got a newer version of a router because mine was pretty old. Mine failed, so had to get another one. Had to get another one. Not very expensive either. I think it was like 80. It was like 84, $85, $85. I don't remember. somewhere around that, somewhere around that. So it's not super expensive, but yeah. And I'm actually I am using wired connection because, like I said, I am on a computer, so I am within a browser. I'm actually on a computer using Boosteroid in order to play this game. So all the stuff you're going to see here is all with Boosteroid, just on a browser instead. And to prove it to you, we're going to go ahead and bring up the overlay, which is Control Alt, which this is the overlay here. You see it releases my control of the game, so I can control my mouse here. A lot of this stuff is still kind of in beta, stuff like that, so you may run into some bugs or whatever. That's just the way it is sometimes. They're too busy working on the 4K version of the stream, so... but yeah, you can also stream with Boosteroid. You got a share stream button down here. You got a microphone button, you got a brighter picture button, you got the keyboard layout, and the show statistics. That's what that is in the top left right there. Then you've got the end session button here. If you're not really sure how to exit a game when you're done playing a session, what you're going to do is you're going to escape the game as if you were on a PC, no matter which device you're using, really. And then you're going to then save your game, however you save your game, depending on what game it is, of course. And then you're going to exit to desktop, basically. You're going to exit the game. That's going to take you back to where you logged in, either through Steam or through Epic, depending on where you're playing this game from. And then you're going to you're going to let the cloud game sync. It's going to sync the cloud so you don't lose your data, your save data anyway. And then it's going to it just exit you back to Steam, and then on your overlay, wherever it is, then you can end your session. You don't want to end your session while you're playing a game. You'll likely lose save data and stuff like that. So make sure you end your session like that. If you are using a browser like we are, they ask that you please do not close tabs because you can lose save data and stuff like that. So, but yeah, as you can see, we got two different tabs here. We've got the game tab, which is this one. Now I have two different tabs. More than likely you won't, because it just goes off the same tab, but I always do two tabs so that I can switch back and forth. Because me being a content creator, I gotta have that information kind of readily available to me. So, yeah, like I said, I'm using full screen mode with Firefox, which works pretty damn well. We're going to go over to the Boosteroid's main page. So when you sign up or sign in, this is what you're going to be greeted with. Basically the main page, and they allow you to see their games list. They allow you to check your internet connection and stuff like that, so that you can get your most informed buying decision. And we're going to go through some of the stuff right now. This is also another major update that they just did. You can connect your Steam account to your Boosteroid account, and what that'll do is that will add all of in the My Games tab here. I haven't done it yet. I keep forgetting. But I usually only play like one game at a time, so it's not too much of a bother for me. But what that does is that it reads your Steam account, all the games you have, and it adds them all right here, so that you don't have to add anything yourself anymore. But should you be adding games, there's a few different ways you can do it to your library. Of course, you can go to the library tab right here, and this is their full list of their full library list of games. You can go through all of these, and you can scroll forever if you like to try and find your game. And they just have tons of games. It's not even in ABC order or anything. So, you could be scrolling for a while you're trying to look for your game. The fastest way to find games that you're looking for specifically, other than if you don't have this option or you don't want to do it, the fastest way to find if they have the game, because they don't have every single PC game available to you. They only have so much storage, and they're constantly expanding their storage, and they're constantly expanding their games list. So if they don't have the game, maybe they will eventually. And you can also suggest games. We'll get into that in a little bit. You can do like I said, you can scroll through there. You can also do the search tab or search icon up here, and you can type in this. Some games you're going to notice have two different versions. You know how Steam and Epic are. Sometimes there's crossovers between both stores that have the same game. So Boosteroid also does that as well. So if we type in Snow, which is this example I like to use, we got SnowRunner right here, which I have. I have it on Steam, but I don't have it on Epic. But you're going to notice that there's two different versions. You got the Steam version and the Epic version. Make sure you click play on the version that you want to use. That way, you're not taken to the other store that you don't have that game on and try to play it from there because it's just not going to work, of course. If you don't own the game, it's not going to launch it. As well, you can click the little plus icons next to any one of these games. When you hover over them, you see that little plus there. You can click the plus and that will add it over there, over on my games here. That will add it to your library. I get a few ones here added, and then a few, the free ones they just add. Oh, that's not good. Oh, my power grid went down. As you see, the game is still going, by the way. Anyway, let's go back over there. Yeah, they just... and yeah, that is the other thing, is there's two different versions of games, basically. There's the Epic version and the Steam version. There's also two different versions of games. You've got the license required and you've got the free games. So basically, what this means, the license required ones require you to own the game in order to play it. And the free ones, these are free games that you can play with Boosteroid, but you still need to own a subscription to Boosteroid in order to play the free games. Now you're probably asking, why is that? Why do I need to get a subscription to play these free games and a license required? Why do I need to own the games in order to play them? This is because you're still using their software and their servers and their hardware and stuff in order to play that game. So if I go to play League of Legends or World of Tanks or Shatter Line, I don't even know what that is. But any one of those games, I'm still connecting to a computer halfway across the planet in order to do that. So I'm still using their stuff in order to play that game. That is why you need a subscription. And more than likely, a lot of those games are not going to be on mobile anyway. So that's pretty much the reason for there. And then the license required one, of course, you need to own the game in order to play it. As well, so that's just how it is with all those. So yeah, just keep that in mind. The other thing to keep in mind is there's a few different there's two different types of saving when it comes to games within Boosteroid. One of them, we'll go and click on Satisfactory here. You're going to notice that they say cloud saves here. So basically it says your progress is saved with the game's platform servers. So doesn't matter if I'm playing on Boosteroid or playing on my own computer, my game is going to be saved to the cloud within Steam. I don't know how Epic does it. I know they have cloud saves. I just don't know how exactly they do it. Probably exactly the same or similar, if I had to guess. But that's basically that. But then there's also games... Let's scroll down here, like Dyson Sphere Program. We're going to click on Dyson Sphere Program, and you're going to notice that it says local saves. So basically, this is your progress is saved on the Boosteroid servers. So before, when they first got these games that don't have cloud saves enabled, this is just a fault of the developer of the game. They haven't enabled cloud saves. Who knows why? Especially Dyson Sphere Program. Why haven't they enabled cloud saves? I don't understand. But whatever. Not going to get into that. But yeah, they don't have cloud saves enabled. So basically, so what Boosteroid has done here is these games that don't have cloud saves. What's going to happen is you're going to have to start a brand new game when you go to play this game on Boosteroid. But once you start that brand new game and you save it, it will be saved to Boosteroid servers, and then when you go to play it again later, you're going to be able to resume that save, which is awesome of them to be able to include something like that. Because when they first started, and I put Dyson Sphere Program on there, we played a little bit of a game, and I lost all that save data because there was no cloud saves, and I was just like, well, I guess we're just playing for fun, basically, for this one session, and then all of it's going to be gone. Now they have this enabled as well, and they got a few other little safety systems as well when it comes to saves. Should you lose power or you get disconnected via the internet, the session that you were just playing will stay open long enough for your most recent save, more likely to be an autosave, or your last, or basically your last save, and then it's going to sync that for you before closing out the session. So that's really awesome of them to have that as well. We've had that happen a few times where I've hit Control W, close the entire Firefox out, by accident, and it ended up saving my most recent autosave, which is awesome. So I know the system works because it's happened a few times. So that's just how that is. All right, back over here. Let's go ahead and walk around a little bit. There is a 10-minute inactivity timer. So should you stand around not playing the game for 8 minutes, you get a jump scare warning. Basically, that says, "Hey, you've been playing for 8 minutes. Your session will be automatically closed in 2 minutes," and then you got to select either close the session or "I'm still here" to continue. This is just so you're not standing around and holding up the session when somebody else could be using that computer and actually playing a game. So that's just how that is. Yeah, back over here. So like I said, back over here, there's another thing to kind of keep a note. Because of the way the cloud saves and stuff are, Boosteroid and all the others, I guess, they don't have access to your personal files on your computer. So since they don't have access to those personal files, things like mods and third-party software are not available as an option. So like Satisfactory, I have mods for Satisfactory, but it's within Satisfactory Mod Manager, which is a third-party software. So I'm not able to use mods when it comes to Satisfactory. That is just how that works, because they don't have access to that, and you don't have access to that. So mods are strictly not allowed, but there is a few exceptions to the rule. Games like SnowRunner, for instance, have a built-in mod manager. You can re-get your mods and continue your save with it, with games like SnowRunner, because the mod manager is built into the game. So that's where mods are allowed, as well as certain games that have Steam Workshop. I don't know how Epic does it, but Steam has the Steam Workshop, which has mods on it for games, and a lot of the times those mods are all to be automatically downloaded, or they're already just in the game as soon as you launch it, stuff like that. So that's the other exception to the rule. But in most cases, mods in third-party software, mods are not allowed, and then in all cases, third-party software is not allowed. You don't have access to any of that. You don't even have access to the computer you're using. So you just have access to play the game, and that's it. So that's pretty much how that system works. The other thing that they have here is this little thing called Fanatical, which is a online store. Should you wish to buy a game, maybe they have a deal or something that Steam and Epic don't, you can go to Fanatical and buy game keys. And then there's two tutorials here on how to activate those keys on Steam, one for Steam and one for Epic. So should you wish to buy through that, you can buy through their website. You can go to Fanatical itself, if you like, whichever. But just another option, so you can buy games to play on Boosteroid as well. So that's just, pretty much one of them things, if you like. There's a few different ways to get help as well, which we'll move on to the help section. One of the main ways to get help is to click the little question mark up here. You can click this, and this will open up a new tab if you're on a computer or whatever. On their main website, and this will open up their help center here. So you can type in a question up here, which will link to a few different articles, or you can just click them and go through them if you like. However you want to do it. It is no big deal. So, but yeah, you can go through there. If you have a subscription to Boosteroid, you can also use this little chat button down here. This is the live chat service button. You can click this, and it'll open up this little side tab. And you go through the on-screen instructions, and once you get verified, that you have an account with Boosteroid, they will then connect you to a live chat service agent, which then you can get your help through there. You can also suggest games. It's like calling into a call center, but way better. You get get to talk to an actual person. Well, chat anyway, like typing. It's pretty awesome. You can get some help pretty damn fast. They can also monitor your session since they have access to the computers you're accessing. They can monitor your session to figure out what the problem is, try to help you out, that kind of stuff. If you're having any issues, you can also suggest games that they don't have on the service, and they will add it to their list of games to add and stuff like that. No guarantee that they'll add the game, but they will add it to the list of games. And if a game gets enough attention to be added, they will add it then on there. But since they're very limited on storage and stuff like that for all these different games, they kind of have to pick and choose a little bit. So it's just one of them things. But yeah, that's another way to get help. The other way to get help is they do have a Discord channel, should you wish to join that. If you're familiar with Discord, you can get on there and get some help through there. You can connect with people. You can also find content creators on there that play Boosteroid if you want some more information from that. Watch them play games and talk about the Boosteroid service. There's tons of different types of game, or tons of different type of videos out there on Discord and stuff like that. You'll even find me on there. This channel. You'll find this channel on there as well because I'm a Boosteroid partner. So, but yeah, that's pretty much that that I wanted to talk about. We'll go ahead and move on to pricing. All right, and here is the pricing section of this video. Before we get started into it, if you do have a discount a discount coupon or an activation code for a subscription, make sure you enter those down here and either click apply or click activate, whichever one it is, and that will get you started with whatever. Before you think about even choosing any one of these, if you have a discount code, make sure you enter that first, click that apply, and it'll apply the appropriate discount to whatever type of code it was. It will apply those things to this. So but yeah, basically these are the prices. So if you don't know, this is in euros. This is 9.89 euros a month. This was 17.89. We won't really talk about this one because this one's not out yet. They're still working on the Ultra option, but basically 9.89 euros a month, which translates to about $10.80 or so. I can't remember the exact one. I looked up a while ago, but it's around there. It's around about $10.80. So say about $11. Or close to $11, we'll say, in the US. So it's basically that. And this is a one-time payment for a month. You can also click the 12-month option, and this is $7.49 per month, but you're paying this one payment, which is 89 euros per month, which is just under $100. So it's like 97 or something like that. And with tax, depending on what country you're in, I guess, will probably be $100. So about $100 a month or $100 a year, which is just slightly cheaper. The only reason they put this price on here because it's slightly cheaper. But if you are just starting out in Boosteroid, you're not really sure what to expect and stuff like that. You're kind of you're new to it and stuff like that. I would go with the 1 month option, just so that if things don't work out, you don't end up liking it. It's not a huge loss. Or if you qualify for a refund, then you can get that as well. And it's like I said, it's not a huge big deal. That's what I would start out with. If you're not 100% sure what you want or what to expect. But basically what you get with this, it doesn't matter which option you choose. Both of these are exactly the same, other than one's a month and one's a year, of course. But you get the basic virtual machine. That's what VM means.
Your session will be terminated
due
to inactivity in 2 minutes.
There is the inactivity timer. Okay. As you can see here, I'm still here, even though I had just moved like not a few minutes ago. We'll go ahead and walk around a minute. There we go. Okay, so back over here. Every now and again, I get caught out by that thing. That's just how it goes. But so yeah, basically back over here, like I said, you get that's what VM means, is virtual machine. So it's just a computer. You get the basic virtual machine setup. You get up to 1080p as far as the quality of the stream goes, and up to 60 FPS. That's the max it goes. For me, that's perfect because I use a TV as a monitor. 1080p and 60 FPS is all I can do anyway. Plus, being a content creator, 1080p is pretty good for the content stuff that I put out. So, perfect for me, but maybe not so perfect for you or whatever. The reason they say up to 1080p and up to 60 FPS because this is mainly related to your internet. So as your internet connection drops, if it does, you're going to lose out on quality and FPS. But basically, what it does is it drops the quality in order to maintain connection. So that there's no risk of losing data or anything like that. So that's just how that works. And also, there's one other thing that they don't put on here, but they do have it available. The reason I'd say choose Boosteroid over others is Boosteroid offers a nice option. Doesn't matter which ones of these you purchase, because they're exactly the same as far as this option goes. You get unlimited play session time. You can play your games for as long as you want, 5 minutes or 5 hours. It does not matter. You will be able to play your games for as long as you want. There's no session limit on that, like some of their competitors where they've got session limit of 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. It's just like, that's not good that's especially not good for content creators, because content creators, us, we usually play games for many hours, and then you only get a section of it and stuff like that. So that's why I like Boosteroid. Well, that's the main reason I like Boosteroid anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much the payment option. So or the payment section. So we'll go back to the main page, and yeah. And like I said, I didn't really mention this before, but this little icon up here next to your username, this one up here in the top right, this is the network test. You can click that and test your internet connection versus their servers to basically either see how a session's going to go or see what you're currently doing to see if you can even do that kind of stream, and it'll give you a rating based on that. Now, you're probably more than likely, depending on your milliseconds and stuff like that, you might get a kind of connection time, but you have they recommend less than 20 milliseconds of latency and recommend more than 25 megabytes of internet download speed. So of course, the more the better. Now, I sit around 50 to 60 latency usually, sometimes 70, depending on the time of day, I guess. And that is pretty much that. And it tells me I kind of have a meh connection, but that's just because of the milliseconds. So yeah, don't worry about it unless you're planning on doing competitive multiplayer. With Boosteroid, milliseconds really isn't all that much of a difference. The most you might notice it is when it's high, almost to 100 or past 100 milliseconds. You're going to notice quite a delay in input versus your input in the game that you're seeing on screen. So that's pretty much where that comes in. But anyway. There's one last thing before we do get started here is that you're probably asking, for me, why Boosteroid? Why do you choose to promote Boosteroid and stuff like that? Do you get paid? Do you have a script? That kind of stuff. And the answer to those questions is no. I don't get paid by Boosteroid. I don't get paid money. Anyway, I don't get paid, and I don't have a script. So you're like, oh well, why promote them then? It's because they chose me. As well, which I think is awesome. So thank you for that. They chose me to be a partner of Boosteroid, and they said, yeah, go ahead and try out Boosteroid, see what you think, and then if you end up liking it and you want to become part of the partnership program, we'll promote your channel and you promote our products. So it's a win-win situation in my book. This is like, oh, cool. And they're just like, yeah, here's some pointers on what to say for your gameplay videos, and you just kind of mention these points that we want you to kind of outline and talk about. But other than that, you can pretty much say what you want, and we want you to be honest. So, which is awesome for me because that keeps my credibility. I don't have to, in order to continue to receive promotion from Boosteroid, I don't have to lie and risk my credibility, which is awesome. But I've been using Boosteroid for quite a while now. Like I said, I think it's been about 6 months or so since I've been a partner with them, and I've definitely grown to like Boosteroid. It has some quirks. Yes, I will admit that it does have a few quirks to it with certain games and stuff like that, especially Satisfactory, especially or using a browser. Control W. If you didn't know, Control W closes out the window of your browser. So if I accidentally hit Control W, it closes out my whole Windows, which Boosteroid doesn't really have any control over. But that's that. So anyway, that's pretty much that. So again, thank you to Boosteroid for allowing me to be part of the partnership program. Anyway. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started into this video. Okay, let's get into this. Let's do it. Alrighty, so where were we at last time? I believe last time we were working on expending the power station because of this crap we're having issues with. Which is every time these run out of power, we drop a connection, as you can see here. You can see this huge drop, and then we end up blowing the fuse. So, and you can see we're out of fuel as well. So let's go ahead and grab some fuel. We need 4 stacks of this, which we're still making, by the way. We're still. The reason I haven't gotten rid of these is, one, because it's keeping my power connection alive, and also I'm trying to burn down all this biofuel that I have. I just have too much. Just store it up. I might end up sinking it at some point because I won't use these anymore. But it's nice to be able to burn it off. Oh, whoops! Forgot to do the reset. All right, and we have power again. Sweet. Alrighty. But yeah, like I said, we were let me swap that over. So some more lighthearted music. It was all sad and stuff. Okay. So let's go ahead and continue our expansion on our power right over here. Oh, I was so close to making that. Dang it. Last time we had put up these power towers and connected everything via these, which is, looks pretty darn awesome if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. We also got Mark III belts as well going on here, and pipes and whatnot. So what were the things we were missing here? We were missing connecting up the pipes, I think, which we have copper sheets to do. And we were, here's our pipes here. Our blue water pipes. Yep. So these are right here. Is this the proper spot to go in? Maybe. Okay. We need to get up in there. We need to get up in there. Which we will go to this side. Let's see here. Dang it! I need a way to access this. Dang it. Oh, and there we go. See what I mean by the Control W? Goodbye. Alrighty then, and we are back. That is what happens when you hit Control W, and there's no way to change it either. That is, it's a browser thing. Gonna be a little bit laggy until the game fully loads up here. Give it a second. There we go. So yeah, I just got to remember not to hit Control W. When I'm using the control function, just use the control function. Do not use Control W. Yeah, just gotta be real careful, like. I guess this one doesn't matter. I need to zip this out though. I think that's how we do it on. That's how we have it on this side, right? Let's see. Yeah, that's how we have it on this side too. Okay. But yeah, like I said, I needed to get up there so that I could fix that issue. Alrighty. Oh, and I also pulled up the FPS on the top right so that you guys can see how the game performs. Now you're probably wondering, why the game is running at 30 to 40 FPS. The reason this is not it's not because of Boosteroid. This one is my own personal issue. I have global illumination on, or what they call lumen, which is a visual setting, a graphical visual setting, using the Unreal Engine, which basically what it does is it makes dark places dark. Anything with shadows and stuff like that, like if I go in here, as you can see, it's actually kind of dark in here, even though it's bright outside. But yeah, I have global illumination on, so, or lumen. And that tanks the FPS. It's not that their computers aren't good, it's just most computers will struggle. Well, maybe not struggle so much as most computers will have certain issues with that, so... Oh, let's now that we're able to get up here, let's go up here real quick. I wanted to see something. So if we look at this, these are using, they're not overclocked, these are using 15 coal per minute. 15 times 10 is what we have. We have 10, which is 150. We can run everything off of one belt for the coal. So that's what I'm thinking. We run everything off of one belt for the coal. Now the pipes are of course, are going to be different, but yeah, I'm thinking about running one belt line down here, and then connecting everything from there. So, so basically, it'd be like this. First, we need to run our splitters in. Oops. So 8. Now we could run both. We could run 2 belts, and then when we go to overclock them, we don't have to worry about it. That might be a better option. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Just don't use. Oh, I'm not clicked into the game. Just don't use Control W. Okay. So I'm gonna delete all of this for right this moment. Because this, the way this pipe system comes in, I think what we're going to do is we're going to have this open. These are going to run out of water in a second. Let me just run this here. There we go. Keep that going, because we kind of need that. Thinking rather than a wall connector, maybe we run a... Let's see, the pipes need to go directly underneath this, so... Let me replace this pipe real quick. Logistics... And then we'll run one of these. Like that. And then piping, like that. Change that to horizontal to vertical mode. There we go. Okay. And then we're also going to color it blue because, well, they're blue. Because it's got water in it, basically. So, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Just like that. And that. Yeah, we'll just paint all of these pipes real quick. Hopefully, we should be able to get this extension done today. Should, I say. I say should, I say. And this stupid rock in the way, we're just going to ignore it and pretend it's not there. How's that sound? Does that sound great? I got environmental, what do you call them? Obstacles, maybe. Something like that. Okay. Then we just drag this over. We're just going to follow this line here. I think this is directly... Oh, balls. Okay. We're going to connect directly from there. Yeah, this is directly underneath those pipe connections, just like the other water pipe is. So we're just going to run this along and connect this all the way over here. And also, if you're wondering why my movements are kind of slow and sluggish and stuff like that, it's because of that. It's because of that latency thing on my internet. Nothing I can do about it, to be honest. I just kind of have to deal with it. So basically, I just have to be a little more calculating, a little more. I can't just play like I would normally, just because of my latency. And of course, that's a me problem. So, yeah, that's just how it is, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Like I said. Let's see, yeah, we want to line these up. Again, make sure not to hit Control W, because I'm using Control to lock these in to where I want them. As you can see, it slides over a little bit. That's the only problem with this game, with certain games, and I've mentioned this a few times before. It's just certain games like Satisfactory, where it has a very complex set of controls and a very complex UI and stuff like that. You end up in a situation when it comes to cloud gaming. You end up in a situation where you kind of either have to change the controls, or you just have to deal with it and be careful. Like the whole Control W thing, because control is used for so many functions in Satisfactory. It is one of the crux main controls in the game. And when you've been playing for Satisfactory as long as I have, which is somewhere to the tune of 2,400 hours, you can't just go, oh well, why don't you just change the controls, and then you don't have to worry about that no more. And it's just like, well, I would, but unfortunately, I don't really have a choice. Because I'll change it, and then I'll forget I'll change it, and I'll end up hitting the thing anyway. So it's just like, I've already tried. There's no point anymore when it comes to that kind of thing. So, like I said, I just kind of have to deal with it. And whatnot. Alright, so I'm trying to see how we did this side. Is that too close? Yeah, that's definitely too close. Oh, I might have known what I done. Hold on. So what we do is we take our Mark III. Did we put it in the middle? No, that's too far away. one away from the middle. No, that's not close enough either. Right up against the pipe. Yeah. Okay, that's where we want that then. Alright, so then we go to each one of these top ones. We connect these like this. So basically this just kinks the belt over. As well, so. I guess we have to put a foundation here. And then put our conveyor lift. And like it was saying, right up against the pipe. Yep. Right there. Nope, too far. Right there. Yep, there we go. There's that one. And then that one. I've been pushed over by this rock. Oh, this is going to be fun. Hold on, I can still do this. Satisfactory recently introduced the H key. Hey, it worked. Very nice. Okay, now we need the splitters, which is 8. That's a merger. 9. That's a splitter. Okay. Like I said, all the while trying to be very, very careful. Looks like this splitter goes this way. Actually, it doesn't matter now, does it? Because we can just run one belt for all of it. What would be the easiest way to run the belt? Probably from this side. Yeah, because we're running a, what do you call it? Because we're running a Mark III belt now, which is 270. No, that's not right. That one is, though. And that one... for all you Satisfactory lovers out there, you're getting a great Satisfactory weekend. Oh, and I would like to mention as well, a friend of mine, really awesome friend of mine, got me No Man's Sky, and we were playing it. We were doing one of the events they had going on over the weekend, so, or not over the weekend, it's over the month or whatever. And we were playing it, and see, the first time that I had, and the first and last time that I had looked at No Man's Sky, it was a pretty pathetic game. Outside of the first hour or two. People play the first couple of hours and then, or you're watching them play it and then you just hear the disappointment and the anger building, and it's just like, because they had promised so much and so much hype, and then they did not deliver at all, really, on that. Now I'm not dissing the game anymore, because I played it and I'm actually pretty happy that I played it. It's just, that's what it was when I first knew about it, so I didn't even try to get the game. I straight up went, nope, that's not a game for me, and I moved on. But a friend of mine was telling me about it, and he's like, oh yeah, No Man's Sky actually has improved quite a bit. It's it's a pretty good game now. And they've delivered on a lot of their promises. I was like, a little bit late, but I applaud their effort, that they're willing to go that extra mile to try and actually deliver on what they promised, rather than just leaving the game to its own device. So, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of redoing all those belts, why don't we just do this? Why don't we just put a splitter here? But yeah, and we played it for 7.5 hours or something like that, like straight up in one sitting. and I had the most fun I've had in a long time. So, you know what? This Satisfactory video almost didn't happen today. I almost went up and played No Man's Sky. I don't know. Do they? I wonder if they have it on here. We can actually look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look together. To see if they have it. Because I don't know. I don't think they do. Actually, it's a pretty old game, so it doesn't make sense they probably wouldn't have it. No, they don't have it. Oh, that's okay. I was gonna play it on here, but that's right. Sadly, they don't have that. It's a much needed game, I think. like the game, and it's on sale too. So, you know, if you were looking to purchase it at some point, you might just straight up do it anyway. Okay, now let's see if our system works like it should. We're gonna let each what do you call it? Each coal generator fill with coal, and then we'll move on to the next belt. So this way we're filling our system. And as we had just calculated, we should be able to handle all of these generators on one belt. So we're just going to leave it like that. Okay, then connect it to this one. And then let that one fill. Okay, that one's full. And then connect this one. And let that one fill up. Okay, that one's full. And then next. That one's in a rock. Don't worry about it. Pretend that's not there. Okay, that one's full. Then moving on to the next one, or the last one, I should say. We'll let that one fill. And that one's full. Okay. Sweet. Those are all full. Now we just got to get the water hooked up, which is right here. We're also going to do some painting. Like, yep, might as well do some painting on these. Still waiting to be contacted, by the way, by Coffee Stain for the closed beta on 1.0. And I didn't expect to be by now either. So that's just, it's one of them things that you know, that I probably won't hear anything if I do it all. I probably won't hear anything for the next like couple of months. Like, I know they said they're going to release 1.0 in 2024 here, but if I had to take a guess, if I was a betting man, I would bet that it doesn't release until like September, October, November, December, Q4. We'll say Q4. Does that sound good to everybody? We'll say Q4. That's probably going to be that as well. So anyhow, let's go ahead and drop this tunnel. I'm actually going to put this like this, and we're just going to leave it like this as well. Oh, actually, should we? I think we were going to drop this one, but we kind of have to drop this one too. Pipe floor hole. That's what I'm looking for. So that one there. Then we'll grab our pipe, connect it up. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta change modes. Of course, we'll paint that. And paint that. Okay, we'll fall down here. And we'll go ahead and run our pipe. Is that in the right spot? Nice little vertical. Yeah, that looks good. But, oh. Balls. I didn't click enough times. Okay, and then 1, 2 is where that pipe's going to be. Okay. That's going to be this thing. Okay, then we'll reconnect that. Paint them too. And I'm actually going to end up putting my pump right here. And the reason is because I need to be able to power this. Let's see. Where's our power connector? It's right there-ish, so we'll call that good and hope that that works and pumps enough water. I'm going to run that connector right there. We're going to get rid of this floor here and connect it over here. Oops. Okay, that floor can't exist either. So we probably have to put the wall back if we want it to look decent. Oh wait, the wall wasn't... Where was the wall? Let's see here. Hold on. Connect. Okay, we gotta move this. Okay, there was the wall. Use the H key to lock it in. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, the input's got to be done differently, I think. Yeah, the input's really weird right now. Okay. What's this connecting to? Oh, it's already connected. Just connect it like that. There we go. Keep the water flowing for now. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get these pipes in there to at least be decent. Alright, so a little bit of time has passed by. I have completely redone the pipe section over here. Figured this is the better way of doing it. Yeah, it looks much nicer anyway. We got the power going down the middle. Unfortunately, we have ran out of power, which means we have run out of water, which means we are kind of screwed. Yeah, that's basically what that means. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this channel right here to run my pipes down. Oops. We don't want to do that. Okay, yeah, we're going to use this channel to run our pipes down. To get them both down here, and then we'll run our pumps and stuff. So our pumps are actually not going to be on the same level. They're going to be down here, so at least we hope that should work. Alrighty, so grab our pipes here. I think, yeah, this one's going to be this side. Connect into there. Yep, that works. Because it had to make a corner as well. Same with this one. Oops. That'd have been completely wrong. Is it right there? Let's see. Why is it not vertical? Why is it going all weird? I don't know why it's turning like that. It's very strange. And putting it here would probably be not good enough, huh? Yeah, I don't know why the pipe wants to lean over like that. Why can't just... We could go back like that, I suppose. Yeah, it's in a tough spot, I think is what's happening here. Oh, well, you know what we could do? Remove that connector. That might fix it. Oop, don't delete that. What is that, by the way? Oh, that's the T-crossing. Yeah, don't delete that. Go connector directly to it. Okay. So we know that's the exact connection point it needs to be, so... not quite. It's a little bit more forward. Don't be so forward, pipe. Or be more forward. I don't know. So then there. There we go. That looks nicer. Much nicer. Okay. I'll color those blue, of course, because those are now solidified. Alright, then we should be able to connect to... I'm going to pull them out to here first. Okay, there's that. And there's that. Alrighty. I'll color those a blue, of course. Because now we've got our connection points. So the pumps, I think what they're going to be like right here on these things, or on the upward pipes. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to my secondary, or my other one of my other hotbars. We'll go 4, and then say I want to connect right before the bend. Stop it. So right. Actually, we'll go right there-ish, I guess. And then we want the connecting point on this side. But it goes into the foundation, so we'll go... Crap. That goes into that foundation. So I guess we'll run it... How are we going to run this pump? I guess we'll run it like this. But then it's going to bang it... Well, then it'd look like it's banging into that pipe. Okay, well, we connect them like that then. Alright, is this one? Yeah, this one's close enough that we can connect to the same point and then run it, yeah, vertically with the pipe there. So that one's a little bit off. And this one's straight. But the connection points look the same. Or is it like that? See, that's in line. And that one's... Those look the same from this angle, so we'll go with that. And then, yeah, we just need a bit of power connection. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll run the connector, the power pole right here, which will connect to both those pumps. Okay. Then we'll run the power pole here and get to it. Looks nice when it's snuggled up in between those. Okay. Alright. Perfect. Okay, I'm also going to run this foundation here. With soup. All the way down. That's the way I want that. Okay, so this is how I'm getting power, by the way. I pulled a power pole from there down. I might get rid of this entirely. So it just doesn't look good like that. So we'll do that instead. That looks better-ish. Kind of. Something like that. Anyway. So now all those are hooked up to power and the pipes are hooked up. So what we have to do now is we're going to have to get the system started. There's a few problems with that. One, we don't have enough power to get the system going because we got to pump water into this system. So we don't have enough. Well, it's like a pole start engine, right? It's like a mower. We're going to have to treat it like one right now because we are out of power. So I don't know how many we're going to need of these, but we're going to need to fuel all these up, and we're going to need to overclock them too. So let me just grab as much as I can for this. Let's throw our overclockers in it. Let's overclock the system. Throw fuel. Over to the next one. Overclockers, fuel. Yeah, because I let the system run out of water, so we have no water in the system, so that's why we gotta try and jumpstart it. And then we can delete these as soon as they're done. Alright, let's see if that's enough. That's enough to get the systems going. Yes. Oh, never mind. Oh, they're dropping. Okay, so we're gonna need more. Like, some of them still were kind of going, and I can't afford that. We need more wire. More wire is required. Imagine if it said that. It's all worth it. I also need to grab a couple stacks of cable from here too. A stack of wire. Okay. Yeah, because a lot of systems are trying to turn on at one time here. So we could isolate the water pumps and just power the water pumps for a bit, but be nice if I could just get the whole system going, then I don't have to do that. Then yeah, fully overclock that. Oh, of course it didn't work. What am I thinking? Hold on. We actually need to connect the system. Which means we actually had enough power to kind of jumpstart it a little bit. I'm a fool. Forgot to connect these. Okay. That should be enough. There we go. I mean, we're not quite producing what we were, but we have to give it a minute. And hope. We just have to hope and pray. I am going to have to turn some of these off so that they actually can fill up the system with water. Actually, I don't know. We'll probably end up with extra water, won't we? Yeah, you can see how these are kind of turning off, turning on because they have no water. So yeah, we're just going to have to turn them off. Okay. Yeah, we'll just have to turn all these off for right now. Just until they can get some water in them. Gonna take a little bit. Okay. Get out of here. It's a power station, not a On a playground. Them damn things. Okay. So yeah, once our system gets full of water here, then we'll do that. Gonna take it a bit. Those pumps are running down there. Yep. Ow. Of course, I forgot to overclock this one when I replaced it. We'll have to do that. Overclocking course. Put it to the moon. This one's overclocked still, right? Yeah. Okay. Now we got to give that system a little bit of time to fill up. Back up here. Make sure these are all off, which I think they are. Yeah, because now we're doing a steady line there. Nice. Okay, we're starting to get full of water now. Yeah, we are flowing into these pipes. Not very strongly, though. Huh. It should be pumping in, but it's not. Interesting. Yeah, it's barely flowing at all. See, it's kind of holding. Is it all that way? Yeah, it's all kind of that way. Oh, this one's flowing max. Is it gonna fill up the? It's gonna fill up the furthest one away first. That's what it's gonna do. Yeah, it looks like both of these are doing the same thing. Okay, and what we should be doing... Oh wait, we don't have access to valves yet. But I was like, we should be doing is putting valves, but yeah, we don't have access to valves yet, so... But we should have... Oop. I need a better way to access the bottom floor. Should we build ourselves a little shaft into the under area? Will this work? Kinda. We could just make it a bit smaller, I guess. I don't know, I kind of want to do it like on an edge, or like not right in the middle of the factory, but like here. Because we're going to have walls on this anyway, aren't we? Should we put some walls up? Yes, put some walls up. Oh, my internet just went nuts. It's back though. Yep, everything's good. Okay. And my internet dropped out there for a minute. Yeah, so basically we just run a wall. Up to there. Because I actually want that to look like that. By the way. Okay. We'll run a 1 meter wall. Right along there. That'll make that look better anyway. This basically will run a wall right along the end here. And then what we can do is we can take this and we can make a little area like this. There we go. We'll we'll have to take that out and this as well. I should make this all 1 meter all the way across. on this end, or on these ends. I think, anyway. Is that the way I want to do that? Maybe not there, where the supports are, but maybe here's fine. Except for this spot here. Okay, the rest of that relies on a wall, so we're going to put a wall there. We're actually going to put a wall with a door. Concrete. Yeah, a wall with a door. And then we take our wall and do that, do that. Okay, and then over here, we take another wall with the door and we put that there. And we put this wall here. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Architecture, we don't have... Do we have enough tickets for that? Let's see if we can get that. We've been running for a little bit. Hopefully we have enough. We have 2 tickets, which means we have 5 tickets. Which means we should be able to purchase some walkways. Because we're done with foundations, aren't we? Except for the customizer, of course. Foundations. Yeah, we have all the foundations. Okay. So then we'll go into architecture. And we are going to grab the modern walkway. Which is 5, which is all of our tickets. By all. Because I have a plan for those. So up in here, we're going to design a staircase. That was my thinking now. I was just going to put some ladders, but I was like, you know what, a staircase would be cool. It's basically that, and then we have a door here. Or a wall with a door. Just like that. So we walk inside. Come on, door, work. There we go. It's like, to work like you're supposed to. Okay, so then we have here, now we have all these, which is really nice. I love doing staircases, or ramp cases in this case. I'm thinking this one should be a bridge right here. That's what I'm thinking. It's like this. So you walk in, and then you can see the staircase when you walk in, right? Okay, and then we do a corner like this. Not 2 of them, just 1. Sometimes you can place them on top of each other, which is strange. That's just how that's the way they work, though, unfortunately. Okay, and then we got the 2 walkways. And then we grab a couple corners, which the way they usually snap in the correct direction. I say usually, not always, but usually. I'm gonna have to move that door too. And there we go. Now we have a little ramp case going down. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to move this doorway over. Okay, and then we'll go back to walls. And then this. There, that's better. I don't know why these doors are orange. Oh, you know why? It's because the Fix-It foundation swatch is black and this one's like that. Hold on. Wait. Fix-It foundations by default. We'll leave the foundations by default like that, but the concrete structure, we should go with the secondary, the Boosteroid secondary color. Is it this one? Like that? No, that's wrong. I need to get rid of the ones that are wrong. That's this one, isn't it? Yeah, it's that one. There we go. Okay. The reason you don't want to change the concrete structure one, the primary, is because the primary, what do you call it? Whoops, I fell out here. But the primary one will change the foundation color, which we don't want to put. We want to put down concrete foundations as concrete color. At least I do, and not crazy colors. Not a fan of that. And then what we can also do, I think we have the modern railing already, so we can just run the railing like this, which is nice. Then we go over to this side. Get out of my power! How do you even get in here? Get out of here! Freaking things! I swear. Like, they really love irritating the crap out of me by being in the way all the time. Okay. But now at least we have a connection point. I'm going to put the foundations here as well. Cover that up. Alright. Then we got this whole walkway down here that we can use. Ugh. I was thinking about it and I just... Oop, see, I almost did it again. Stay on page. Almost, I hit Control W. It's easy to do, especially when you've been doing it for years at this point. It'd be awesome if Boosteroid could make something that could combat that, disable the quick things. But did our pumps overheat? Yeah, the pumps overheated. Oh, balls. Uh-oh. Okay, we're going to have to do something a little bit different here. The pumps... So basically, the pumps, they have a head lift. And you hear that noise. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's making a noise. It exceeded... it's exceeding max recommended level. And when it exceeds too much, it basically pops for a little bit. And it doesn't run. And it has to cool down. So... what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to throw some pumps on these pipes here. I'm going to throw one here in here as well. So just after the first thing. It's unfortunate, but that's just how we have to do it. And hopefully this fixes this issue. Where's the center between these two? Oh, right there. Okay. So then I can just do this. And then we'll run the power to there. And we should be able to connect, yeah, directly to that. Okay. And what that's going to do is it's going to make these two pumps run. Let's see what their maximum head lift hits. Okay, they're actually not hitting too bad. Alright. Yeah, the freaking pump is... that one's definitely not happy. Are they still overheating? Yeah, they're still reaching that maximum limit, which is crazy. That shouldn't be happening now, but... yeah, you can see it keeps hitting its maximum, which is unfortunate. Right there. For some reason, it's hitting its maximum, even though that's not really all that high. Because we had this running before, so I don't know why it's doing that, but you know, it is the way it is, I suppose. Oh, almost got up there. We need to carry that staircase all the way down here, I think. I think that's what we're going to have to do. So we'll remove that. Remove that, remove that, remove that. Bring this like this. Oh, there's going to be there's going to be a bit of sand in here. Unfortunately, unless we're going to have to do this anyway. So a 2 meter right here, because that's where it's going to end up anyway. So okay, so then with that we do. We're going to have to do based on the door, the way the doors are. Ooh, yeah. How are we going to do that? Architecture. I'm going to have to use these ones without railings, because we can't use the corner. Because if we use the corner has railings, and the railings will go into the door. I guess unless we used this type of door. We use this one here, like this, or like this. Okay, and then, yeah, we use one of these like we were planning. Or no, we can use a corner one with that. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, we can use a corner one with that. But then we have to use one of these, because it continues. Oh no, we can use one of these. Where's the railing? Which side is the railing on? If I could see the frickin' railing, I should be able to see the railing there. Oh, it's not wanting to go. I see. I think that's correct there. Just to hope. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Using the F key to see it in the wall there. Alright, but we have to run a normal bridge one right here, because we got to keep it at the same level, because we got this other door over here. And then we run a corner, right? Or do we run? No, we run 2 bridges. And then we grab the corner there. The corner, and then we grab one of these right here. It's on zoop mode? What the heck? Switch to zoop mode. I think, anyway. Okay, that's on the correct side. Alright, and then we ramp down. And then the corner. And we ramp down again. Yeah, see, like I said, it was going to land here, so. Alright, it gets a little tight right here, but that's just how it has to be. Okay, yeah, and that looks good. And we just got to run a wall here. So we can do that. That. There's already a wall running there. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to then run one of these right here, and then a corner piece. Like that. And then you get on the walkway, basically. Then we have some railing right here. Because I'm going to have this, I might put a wall here instead. And if we're going to do that, we can't have the ramp right up against the wall. So, yeah, then we do doors, or a door wall like that. We already have a wall, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So then we run the wall like that, and like that. Okay. And the reason is you don't want to run a ramp there because the ramp will end up running into the bottom of the door, and you'll have a little hump right there, and it's actually kind of annoying. Sometimes you have to jump into the door to make it work. So what I always do is if I have a door like that, I always run a catwalk straight first, and then we'll run a ramp to get on this level, and then we'll run a corner like that. Just basically like that. And then we'll run our railings right there. And then we can zoop our railings all the way down along this walkway. Like this. And what you can also do, which I think is sometimes cool, is to have a catwalk straight. I think like right about there, yeah. And then it just connects you to that railing on that side. So you can kind of walk up to it and inspect it. And then more railings, I think. I know there's a ladder there to connect to it, or connect it from the water, but I want to do this instead. Because it looks good. At least I think it does. It was stuck against that thing. Yep, and then another one. Let me do this. Okay. Then I'm going to run this railing here, and I'm going to get rid of this foundation, because we're not going to need it right now. But if we do need it, eventually we will get to that stage. So get rid of that. And then it looks really nice now. With all of our railings on here. Now, those pumps keep breaking, and I don't know why. For some reason, they think that it's not good enough. I don't understand. We could run a couple extra pumps down here too, if that'll help. And it just might, so we just might. Okay. Oops. Uh-oh. No, get out of that. I don't know if you guys saw any of that. Accidentally. There we go. Okay, that's what I wanted. Alrighty then. We'll go ahead and color those. I think this might help. I'm not sure though. I don't know if it'll help push water to those pumps, and then these pumps push water. Like I said, I'm not really sure. Let's see, I'm going to get rid of those because they're not working anyway. Oh, look at the head lift. Yeah, they immediately broke. Okay. Yeah, I just don't understand why these pumps are failing. I put them up pretty damn high, I thought. Let's try replacing them. Yeah, these ones are a little higher now. Oops. They're a little higher than the previous ones were. Let's see if they pop. Ooh. They're right in that line. Which is not good. Yep, they blown. Dang it, they're being such a pain in the butt. Ugh. The old system was working just fine. I don't understand why this system's not working. But anyway. Yeah, we'll go ahead and head up here. And we'll see how the system's working here. Are we full? It could also be why. It's just everything's full. Yeah, it kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Okay, let's start turning on our systems one by one. Because they're full of fuel. They're full of coal. Everything has caught back up. So I guess we'll turn these on and see how it performs. Hopefully the pumps don't keep turning off. I think they're either turning off because they're exceeding the max head lift, or they're turning off because everything's full, and it's just causing it to say that it's turning off because of that. Okay. Everyone's going. Let's just hope this is all working down here. I know those ones are like partially in the concrete there. Do I have to take out the thing? Do a half foundation? Do we have half? Yeah, we do. Like, yeah, we do. There we go. So at least that's sitting on a half foundation. Yeah, these are running now. They're not turning off. They are getting angry though. Let's see, what's the head lift on these suckers? We're just, we may be just over, but we're not exceeding it to the point where the pump is turning itself off. So I think we're good. I think we're doing okay. Sweet. Alrighty. Oh, look at this. This looks good. We got this rounded off. Everything's looking nice. Everything's running. Alrighty then. I think everything's running. Yep. Yeah, look at our capacity now, 1350. Of course, we got all these other things on it, but we got 1350. Our production is 750, which is weird. That might be these biomass burners causing that discrepancy there. But we're over on max consumption at the moment. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these here for right now. We're going to let these burn out all of their fuel. And then once they've burned out all of their fuel, then we'll start deleting them. And then we just get rid of some of that solid biomass we have. Looks like we're not making any more, which is good. You can see there it needs biomass, which is out of biomass. And it needs wood or leaves. And that's good. So we're out of that stuff finally. But anyway, I think that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. We've got the power station running with 10 coal generators. So we have more than enough power for a decent time, which I'm pretty happy about. I'm really glad that that's finally we finally got that done. Took us 2 episodes, but we got it done. Really awesome. Again, before we do end this video, just as a quick reminder, should you wish to get a subscription to Boosteroid, we're still using it, by the way. But should you wish to get a subscription to Boosteroid, there's a link down in the description below that will help you do that. And should you use that link to get a subscription, I do thank you because you do help out the channel by doing that. And again, I'd like to thank Boosteroid for letting me be part of the partnership program and allowing me and them promoting my channel. It does help out quite a bit by allowing me to put videos on their Discord. But again, like I said, that's going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.